Today is Truth and Reconciliation Day. Um, we'll get to that in a moment. Um, uh, in Haida, we say, get watluan u kill gungung. Every child matters, which is the saying for Truth and Reconciliation Day. So, welcome everyone. We are going to get started. Welcome, Nathan. Singaila. Okay, we're going to share our screen. We're going to follow some protocol first, which means we will um, do the Haida Nation anthem, the class prayer, and the class greeting. Um, we've been working on recognizing questions and um, and then giving you the tools to answer them. Uh, um, Being able to understand the question and um, being able to reply to it. Um, it's a big step towards fluency, so it's really important. So, but before we get into the questions, after we do the protocol, we will, for Truth and Reconciliation Day, we'll go over uh, get Watluan U Kilgungun, Every Child Matters. Okay, so the protocol with the Haida Nation anthem is we have to stand for it, whether we are in Zoom or in person. So, Kajugya Usha, all rise for the Haida Nation anthem. Yo ho we, yo ho we, yo we, hey hi yo ho we, ho we, hey hi yo ho we. Ah, we, yo ho, yo, we, hey, hi, yo, we, hey, hi, yo, we, yo ho we hey hi yo we we hey hi yo we 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 yo. You may be seated. How thank you. And now we go to class prayer and class greetings. I was at a Haida potlatch this weekend and I was asked to do the opening prayer and the closing prayer. And so I never did a closing prayer before. So um, I had to write one. Um, this prayer um, is the old way of praying. Um, before the missionaries came. O sing Shanawai, O Sanang Itlakdas, O Salana, Hugen Sudas, Pleasant Itlanga Gudang, have pity on what we are saying. It's traditional and Haida prayer to show that you are humble first. Then always be thankful throughout the prayer. And then if there are any requests, kind of like in that order. Haji Singayan Talang Kil Lagan, we thank you for this day. Ayat Achan Istu Kacha Sandalanga Talang Kil Lagan, we thank you for gathering us here today. Hugen Talangas Das Itkastlite, whatever we are about to do, help us. In other words, help us to learn the Haida language. The Mantalan is the Ana, so that we could do it right. How sing Shanawai, how Sanang Itlakdas, how Salana, Kun Ans Ita, which is our version of Amen. But I actually like the Haida translation. Let it be as is. They like seals of prayer. Now we have the class greeting. Itidasa Hadala Isis Ditolan Atlan Anas di Goodnight Lagan Dalang Itza Stage di Goodnight Lagan Dalang Asandi Hangilgan Ayat Kilang Talang Skatang Dalang Ans Kil Lagan Jahawa U Had Kil Talang Skata Sin. Greetings, good people, my friends, my family. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that you guys have come. I'm honored with your presence. Today we are learning our language. I thank you guys. Thanks a lot. Let's learn Haida. Okay, now in honor of Truth and Reconciliation Day, which unfortunately the boarding schools took away a lot of our language and our culture. Where is it? Sayings and phrases. Here it is. It is not here. Well, we are going to add it. um, I have tons of uh, curriculum documents. And it makes it hard to remember where everything is. So get is child, Wadluan is all, or in this case, every. So get Wadluan, every child. U is the focus marker, meaning we're focusing on everything that came before the focus marker. So we're focusing on every child. And then we have Kilgungun. So every child matters. Some of us have our orange shirts on, and on Big Bear's orange shirt and mine, they both say every child matters. And so it's important that we know this phrase, especially on Orange Shirt Day, our Truth and Reconciliation Day. So I'm going to say a couple times and then we'll go around the room and practice saying it. Get Wachluan U Kilgungun. Get Wachluan U Kilgungun. Get Wachluan U Kilgungun. Big Bear, your mic is on, but I can't hear. Maybe try turning it back on. You want to try saying the phrase again?
Get Wadlawan U Kilgungung.
Okay, how I could hear you this time.
I had to reset it.
Oh, okay. Now, Nathan, did you want to try and say it?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Can you hear me?
Um,
All right. Gid wad lulwan un kiligangang.
how um, this is part of um learning Haida is being fearless. When we are fearless, it eliminates a whole bunch of what could be problems and makes it much easier to learn the language. Um, our language is not as difficult as, say, Tlingit or Cherokee or Navajo. Um, and so it's um, comes down to um, dedication, practice, research, and the hours that we put in. It takes a lot of time, but the language itself is, well, developing curriculum could be a little bit challenging, uh, finding out where everything goes, but actually pronouncing the language, uh, it's not as hard as other languages. Okay, so like I said, we've been practicing questions like goose yeah. Oh, whoops, sorry. The gya and u are blended. Goose gyao Ejin, what is this? And then we say Tai gyao Ejin, this is a coho. But I can't go back through all of these, but um, if I share all my curriculum, so if you want this, you just have to let me know your email address and I could put it in a PDF and send it to you. This is a living document. Um, we add more to it every class. And so page 33 is going to be our next session. Okay, it's right here. So this is interesting, Nathan, because you asked, can you hear me? Well, this is our first question and response in Xaad Kil. So we have done, which is you. The KW is a yes or no question marker. The W isn't pronounced. Let me do some phonetics. This is going to sound kind of like dunk, like a slam dunk in basketball. D, who, done. Dunk. We just round our lips for the W. Dunk. di gudang, dunk, di gudang, dunk, di gudang, dunk, di gudang. Do you understand what I'm saying, or can you hear me? And one of my teachers um, started off with this question, and but they didn't translate it, and so I would answer on Atlant Ijin Dihishki. Yes, I'm here, I'm ready, and that worked. Although my response was outside of the format, but we'll be getting to the format to answer in a second. So for right now, dunk di gudang, dunk di gudang. Big Bear,
Dunk, Digudang.
Nathan,
Dunk, digu dang.
how okay, now we're gonna go over the tools
Can I?
or the responses. This is the affirmative response on Dandi Kudangan. On Dandi Kudangan. On Dandi Kudangan. So this gung at the end, it's present tense. So ong is yes, dung is you, di is I. Gudang means a ton of different things. In this case, it's here. And we're also using it for, in this case, for the word understand. So, on, dung di kudangang. If you listen closely, you could hear the tone marks. On, dung di kudangang. Yes, I understand you, or yes, I could hear you. Ang dang di kudangang. Ang dang di kudangang. Big Bear.
Ang, Dang, Digudang.
Nathan.
Ang, dang, digu dang gang.
Ang, okay. Now we have the negative response. Ke gum dang di kudang anggang. So actually, we have about 3 no's in this phrase. Ke is no. Gum is no or not. And this glottal stop is also a no. And then again, the G-A-N-G ending is present tense. So, ke gum, this word here is going to sound a lot like chewing gum. Ke gum dangdi gudang anggang. Ke gum dangdi gudang anggang. No, I don't understand you, or no, I can't hear you. Ke gum dangdi gudang anggang. Ke gum dangdi gudang anggang. Big Bear.
Ke Dang, Dang, Digudang, Angan.
Nathan.
Ge gum, dang, di Gudang Angang.
How if you ever need me to repeat any of these phrases or questions, please don't hesitate to do so. I could interrupt me at any time if I'm going too fast. If you want to go back a little bit, let me know.
Hey Rob, I
Okay,
had just a question.
sure.
I'm used to using Teams. Is there like a hand raise thing here, or do you just have people interrupt you?
You could do both. Um, you could simply interrupt me,
Mhm.
or you could click on the bottom of your screen where it says reactions,
Got it.
and it'll give you the option to raise your hand.
Mm, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I was just wondering, so for some of the notes that you have here, particularly around the KW being at the end of this question, um, do you have anything that kind of talks about that rule on this document?
Yes. See.
We can talk about it at the end if you'd like to. I don't want to disrupt just for me, but I was just kind of curious about that.
Oh no. All questions are good. Um, I encourage questions. I may not always be able to answer them, but we encourage them. So in the Dictionary of Alaskan Haida, on page 92, they're using a GW. I don't like the GW. The GW doesn't give you the correct pronunciation. So this KW right here, this is from the elders, and they gave tools to us to help us pronounce the language. And then linguists came along and decided to change things. Let's go back a little bit. Back to the very first question. We have dunk di gudung, the KW being a yes or no question marker. If we went by the dictionary, this would personally throw me off. Those we do have a lot of G's back to back in Haida, like down here. But I know what to do here. I know I'm going to pronounce Gudung first and then quickly throw in gung afterwards. Gudung gung. Here, I don't know what to do because the W is silent. And um, the elders gave a KW because um, it sounds more like a K. So I could say dunk much easier if I'm giving this. I want to give, I want to say dung, 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 uh, more of a G sound. But when I see the K, I know what to do. Dunk, dunk. But the answer on page 92, they're using a GW and it's a um, participle and it means yes or no question marker. Um, and they give you three sentence examples with them using the yes or no question marker. Um, so I much more prefer the KW It's way easier. Also, if you look at my Haida name, duck juice, which means small shrimp, that K could, the way they spell it nowadays in the dictionary, it's DAG. And so when I use a G, people who aren't familiar, will pronounce my name wrong and they'll call me Doug Juice. But my name's not Doug Juice, it's Duck Juice. Um, so I like to use the K when it helps with pronunciation. Um, I'll do a lot of things the elders way. Um, and then sometimes it's just personal choice. Like with Hot Kill, uh, Dr. Irma Lawrence would use a T. Um, sometimes I would do that as well, but I am used to using a D. So, um, and both of them are correct. That's because from the alphabet, it's a D/T. The pronunciation comes between a D and a T, and you could use either spelling. They're both correct. And then in the language books, they will spell this with a lowercase k. But as you can see, Haida is proper, so it's capitalized. So Dr. Gould Scott, who is fluent in Haida, said this part should be capitalized as well. So I'm trying to remember to do that. And then we have the KW question marker, and then we have Dungudung. So Haida or Haida language, question marker, you understand, are it's really referring to hearing. But in these cases that we're doing today, it also means understand. So hot kill, dangudang. So the W is silent. So we want to say kill and then just round our lips. Hot kill, dangudang. Hot kill, dangudang. Hot kill, dangudang. Hot dangudang. Do you understand Haida? Big Bear.
Hot kilk dungudung.
How Nathan.
Hot kilk dangu dang.
How Okay, now we have the responses. Trying to get it in the right spot. Okay. So in the affirmative, on, hot kill, digudangam. Yes, I understand Haida. On, hot kill, digudangam. On, hot kill, digudangam. There's um there's another way of answering this. What if we understand some Haida? Then we want to use Gudu, which means somewhat or partly. Let me take a quick look. Okay. Um, let's create another phrase on the spot. So, on hot kill, and this is where, nope, the uh, do comes before the verb, um, Budungun. So this is yes, I understand some somewhat. Or yes, I understand Ida um somewhat. Did we go around the room on this one? I forgot already. Nope.
Mm,
Okay. Oh, I was right. It is spelled all together. Okay. Um, Ang Hatkil Digudangan. Yes, I understand Haida. Ang Hatkil Digudangan. Ang Hatkil Digudangan. Big Bear.
Ang had killed the Gudungun.
Ang, how Nathan.
Ang hot kill du gudang gang.
Ang. Okay, now we have this new phrase that we just created. Ang Hatkil di Gudangang. Yes, I understand Haida somewhat, or I understand it partly. Ang Hatkil di Gudangang. I know it sounds a little odd with the Gudu in there, um, but that's where it belongs. Ang Hatkil di Gudangang. Ang Hatkil di Gudangang. Big Bear.
Ang had killed the Gudungun.
Ang Nathan.
Ang hot kill di gudangang.
Ang how by the way, if class suddenly comes to an end, um, we're having a huge storm. So I'm hoping the power stays on. Okay, so now we have the negative response. Uh, ke gum hot kill di kudang anggang. 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 Big Bear.
Had killed the Gudungun.
On Nathan.
Ge gam hot kill di gudang anggang.
On how okay, we need um it's hard to attain fluency in hot kill because of um the many hours required. Um so we're gonna throw in Gudu again. Um there's very few fluent speakers left. we're our language is critically endangered. So we created another phrase. Yes, I speak Haida somewhat. Okay, come on, Google Docs, give me a break. So, okay, let's go back a little bit. We created a new phrase, but we never actually asked the question. Doc, W silent, Doc, Hod kill, Gusu. Doc, Hod kill, Gusu. Do you speak Haida? Doc, Hod kill, Gusu. Doc, Hod kill, Gusu. Big Bear.
Doc, hot kill goose.
How Nathan.
Da Hakil Gusu.
How So we have the affirmative on Hot kill. Gusugun. Yes, I speak Haida. On Hot kill Gusugun.
Yeah, you're gonna have to explain the HL thing to my
Yeah.
nephew.
Yeah. I was because it's a little tricky. Um so it's a little harder since we already pronounced an L, Hot kill, and your mouth wants to pause after that. But there's a rule that whatever comes before the HL blend has to be pronounced with it. And the HL blend to pronounce it, we take the tip of our tongue and put it behind our upper front teeth like so, and then pronounce, and you'll feel the air coming out both sides of your mouth. So that's normally the HL blend, after practice, your tongue will automatically dart up behind your upper front teeth and do the HL blend. But when you're first learning, and if you're doing it after an L, it's a little tricky because your mouth wants to stop, but instead you have to slip your tongue behind your upper front teeth and pronounce that. So, on Hot kills Gusugun. On Hot kills Gusugun. Um, I might look a little strange, but when we use the Haida mouth, we're using, it's totally different than using an English mouth. So, on Hot kills Gusugun. On Hot kills Gusugun. On Hot kills Gusugun. On Hot kills Gusugun. I'm gonna do it one more time slowly. On Hot kills Gusugun. Big Bear.
On hot kill usugan.
On Nathan.
On Kil Gusugang.
On. Um, I was really able to hear the HL blend, so that was good. Okay, now we're going to say yes, I speak Haida somewhat. On Had Kil Gudu Gusugan or Gusugan on Had Kil Gudu Gusugan. This phrase is best said slowly on Hakil Gudu Gusugan on Hakil Gudu Gusugan on Hakil Gudu Gusugan. Big Bear
Ang had killed Gudu Gusugan.
on Nathan
Ang Kil Gudu Gusugang.
on Okay, now we have the negative response. Okay, gum had killed Usu Angang. No, I don't speak Haida. Okay, gum had killed Usu Angang. Okay, gum had killed Usu Angang. Okay, gum had killed Usu Angang. Big Bear.
Gam had killed Usu Angan.
How Nathan.
Ge'e Gam Kil Gusugang.
How Okay, let's move this question down to the next page so we could see the question and the responses, hopefully. Well, we'll start with the question. Doc, this one is different. This is not had kill, this is had kiss. Had kiss in the language of Haida. Had kill is Haida or Haida language. Had kiss is in the language of Haida or in Haida. So this is a in Haida question. So we have to have had kiss. Doc had kiss ta alan shlanga. Can you write in Haida? So takalan is to write or to do some writing. Shlanga is can. Da is you. The KW is a yes or no question marker. Hadkish in Haida. So it really does mean, can you write in Haida? Da hadkish ta alan shlanga. Can you write in Haida? Da hadkish ta alan shlanga. Da hadkish ta alan shlanga. Big Bear.
Doc had killed Doc had killed Tagalan Hanga.
Nathan.
Da Hakis Ta Alang Halanga.
Okay, let's repeat the last part. Ta alan shlanga.
Ta Kalang Longa. Sorry, that last word. It's a little
Okay,
difficult.
let me help. Let me help.
Yeah.
So this is the HL blend,
Oh, okay.
meaning we're starting with our tongue behind our upper front teeth, and we're pronouncing the HL blend. It's
Okay.
gonna actually sound like schlanga, 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 schlanga. And this A here, it's kicked from back here to column, schlanga, dach, had kiss to column, schlanga.
Da Xaad Talang Slanga.
Now, I know I'm throwing a lot at you for your first day. Um, have you had to hide a class before?
No,
Okay, yeah, I'm throwing a lot at you for your first day. So you're
it's all
doing
right.
good. Um,
He's
okay,
got the
so
dictionary, just doesn't know how to pronounce any of it.
yeah, I think after we do the responses to this question, then we'll go to the alphabet real quick because that gives you the tools that you need to pronounce. So we have on, hadkish. Oh, this is an exception because there's two HLs back to back. We only pronounce this one. So that means this is going to get skipped because it would be too awkward to say them back to back. Um, so, I mean, yeah. So we're going to skip this one. So, hadkish, alan, schlanga. Wait a second. I have the column spelled two different ways. So that means one of them is a typo. Okay, it's um this one here, that's a typo.
The one below that's spelled that way as well.
Oh yeah, good eye. Okay. On,
That's Rob saying he needs AA.
yeah, I'm not a typist. I need a typist. um, it's hard typing in Haida. On Hadkish, to Alan flung on. So this one is going to have that flung sound again, but it's going to end with like a ong sound, like ong rhyming with gong right here. This is ong, rhymes with gong, flung on, flung on. Um, ong had kiss the Alan flung on. Big Bear,
On kick to Callum Clongan.
ong, Nathan,
Ong Xaad Takangang Slangong.
ong. And let's do the negative response. Again, we're skipping the big HL. Ke gum had kish alan flunga ungun. So this is gonna sound like Langa. I'm just gonna keep ung as ang, and then gung rhymes with dung. So it sounds like planga ungung, planga ungung, planga ungung. So we have ge gum hadkish alung, planga ungung. You don't have to be intimidated. That's a long verb. And we do have the phonetic here to help. Planga ungung. So ge gum hadkish alung. Slanga ungun. Big Bear.
Gum hot kick along, slangang.
Oh, Nathan.
Ge'e nam hakis ta kalang slang a angang.
Okay, let's go to hide the alphabet with word examples. Um, let's do the unique ones. The underlined G, there's no English equivalent. Put the tip of your tongue against your bottom front teeth, blowing from the top of your throat, and is creating a raspy H sound. So it's lots of air coming from back here. Our hide a word example right here that starts with the underlined G is Han, Han, Han,
Um,
Han. For berry,
It's almost like saying the H is coming from the back of your throat,
um,
way deep. Han.
mm-hmm. The HL that we've been practicing, you put your tip of your tongue behind your upper front teeth, keep your lips at a slant and blowing air out from the sides of your tongue. There's going to be, there are a ton of HLs in Haida because it could be I or me in an active sentence, like right here, the HL blend, and it could also be HL, A with the tone mark A. So we have and la or I or me in an active sentence. But it could also, the lowercase HL is a command marker and the pronunciation exactly the same. Like right here is talking about the command marker. And that could be lowercase HL or it could be HLAA. Unfortunately, in the dictionary and Alaskan Haida phrase book, there's a lot of small HL blends, but the H was supposed to have been capitalized for I. So it might cause some confusion. Our example here is yada la. It's a command to believe. Yada la. Yada la. And so whether it's HL or HLAA, my tongue goes from down here, automatically flips up behind the upper front teeth and our schla. Um, our departure
House,
phrase.
house down, king song.
Mm-hmm. House down Kang Song. I'll see you again. Um, we are running out of time.
We don't
Um,
say goodbye.
yeah. Um, Nathan, do you want any of these documents emailed to you?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay,
I can put
what's
my,
your,
you want me to put it in chat here?
sure.
All right.
Let me hit stop share for a second. And by doing so, I'll be able to look at chat.
Sooner or later, Nathan will have a Haida dialect in his voice.
I tell you, when I was in Heidelberg for like a week, I had a little bit of I didn't mean to, a little bit of an accent when I came back, to be honest.
Oh yeah, it always happens after going to Heidelberg. um, even people that aren't Haida could leave Heidelberg with a Haida accent. This um, one Tlingit lady was staying with my aunt, and the next day she asked her, uh, Martha, can I take a shower? um, that strong
Hey,
Haida accent came through. Um, okay, so um, Nathan, I'm going to send you. Let me go back to share screen. Um, the Haida alphabet with word examples. Not only does it have word examples, it tells you how to correctly use your Haida mouth to create the sounds.
we need
Um,
we need more time to go through all the K sounds.
I know. I think I'm going to be able to hit on a couple of them. This one, some people are intimidated by it, but I find it one of the easiest to do. You're simply kicking the K from the middle of your mouth. You don't use the front of your mouth and you don't use the back. It's all from the middle. Put the middle of your tongue against the roof of your mouth, blocking off the airflow and kicking the K out. So our Haida word that means clock, watch, or hour, right here, is esket, esket, esket. The last part, well, if I was to spell it phonetically, it would sound like cuss, like to cuss, and then uh, get, esket, esket,
Yeah.
esket, because it's not pronounced the way that it looks. So that's why I threw in the phonetic. I should type that it is phonetic. Um, so yeah, just kick from the middle. I I find it to um once you use of it, it it'll happen automatically. You won't even have to think about it. I only got 30 seconds left. Let me sing the departure song real quick. This departure song has a lot of phrases in it that we use. House down, King song, D2E, D2E, House down, king song, D2E, D2E. I'll see you again, my friend, my friend. Geek Squad, Dungui, Getting Lost Song. Geek Squad, Dungui, Getting Lost Song. I hope all good things come your way. Damanaganshkin, D2E, D2E, Damanaganshkin, D2E, D2E. Take good care, my friend, my friend. Digwi, stick, D2E, D2E, Digwi, stick, D2E, D2E. Return to me, my friend, my friend. Okay, our time is up. Did you want this departure song as well, Nathan?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so I will send you 3 documents. Um, the first document is like 50 pages long, and then you'll get the Haida alphabet with examples and the tools for which part of the Haida mouth that you use to create the sound. And then you'll get the departure song. So I hope to see you guys on Wednesday. Uh Damana Guns Kingu, take good care, you guys.
Uh,
How
How